welcome back to the channel. We're going to talk a little bit today about this old Camaro here behind me. I want to tell you about some of the updates I recently made to the car and hopefully take it to the drag strip this evening and try to get some passes on this thing. So let me show you what I did. It's just one small update, but I think it's one that's definitely important, and it should be one that should make the car a little bit faster, give me a little bit more ET, and hopefully mile per hour, but we'll see. So here is the update I made, and it's a small one, right? It's definitely a small one. I was able to get some skinnies, or lightweight wheels for the front of the car. So I'll show you a little bit more about that here in just a minute. Luckily, one of my buddies was trying to offload his old set of skinnies he used to use, and got him some new, I think, VMS wheels for his car. So shout out to Joe for hooking me up on these. But let me show you a little bit about what I did to the wheels, and then we'll get into the video and talk a little bit about what we're hoping to do with this old Camaro today. Thanks, y'all. All right, y'all, so we're gonna get real up close and personal here today. So don't judge me too much for the bathroom scale, but I wanted to show you all the difference in my street trim tires and wheels, which are just OEM 10 spokes off of Camaro, and then these skinnies. So let me show you first off. I guess I need to get it set here real quick. This is my bathroom scale again, so that's all I got to weigh it. Let's see. So 221, that's what I weigh. Now, let me grab one of these 10 spoke wheels and show you what I weigh holding a 10 spoke wheel. All right, let's see what we got here. This is with the 10 spoke wheel. 269. All right, so for all of you that suck at math like I do, and I had to go off video and run the calculator on the phone real quick, ask Siri, ask Google, etc., right? So 269 pounds minus 221 ends up at 48 pounds. So one of those 10 spoke wheels with the tires is 48 pounds. So we're talking 50 pounds per side-ish, right? And that's going off a bathroom scale. So it's not 100% accurate, but it's close as I got. So 48 pounds per side. We're looking at 96 pounds, so almost 100 pounds. So now let's grab these skinnies and let's see what the difference is in weight. Any guesses? I have no idea. I'm sure it's going to be less, but what that exactly would be, I don't know. I'm hoping 50 pounds less maybe, but we'll see. Let's check out these skinnies now. All right, y'all, let's see the weight with me holding one of these skinnies or GTO spares, whatever. 247.6. All right, so doing the math with the skinnies, so they were 248 point something pounds minus 221, gets me at 26.6 pounds. So we're looking at 50 pounds-ish total, like 52 pounds total, versus the other wheels that were 96 pounds total. So we're looking good, right? We're looking at about half the weight of each wheel, which is amazing. So that's definitely going to help out with some unsprung mass off the front of the car. So hopefully I'll see some better times, at the drag strip, etc. this evening, but we're going to find out. So buckle up, hang on. Let's go see how this goes. So let me talk a little bit about the goals I have for the car this evening and what I'm hoping to see out of it. So as you may recall from my last video, car consistently runs 8.0s, 820s, somewhere in that range at 90 mile an hour. That's kind of my normal when I go to the drag strip. So goals, what I'm hoping to see this evening is some 7-second passes. Hopefully 2 or 3 consistent 7-second passes. For one, nobody can say it's a fluke, right? But for 2, just to have that consistency behind the car would be amazing. So a couple of 7-second passes would be amazing. I'd really like to see some better 60 foots out of the car. In the past, the best I've ever been able to get out of it, and this was at a completely different drag strip than where I'm going tonight, was like 1.7s is the best I've ever been able to cut in the car, like 1.75, 1.76, somewhere in there. So I think the best pass from an 8th mile perspective I've seen out of this car was like a 775. I have to go back and check the slip to see if that's what it was, but it was like 775 at 90, somewhere in that range. So hopefully, I can get somewhere in that range. At that time when I ran it, I did have some skinnies I borrowed from a friend of mine, but I've never had my own set. So I'm excited to see how these new wheels help the car out. I know it's going to help some because I've run skinnies before, and I definitely saw a little bit of pickup. But we'll see. So finally got my own set. I can go out and kind of show out and show off and see how it runs. But as I said, hopefully we can get some 7-second passes and the car runs like it's supposed to. Right now, what you're looking at, that's street trim. That's what I'm going to be driving to the drag strip in right there, right? So right there. I'm not really changing tires or anything like that. It's going to go just like that, driving it to the strip, driving it home. I'm going to be going to Knoxville Dragway. It's over in Maynardville, which is about a 25 minute drive from my house here. So not too far of a drive, but I will be taking my son and my wife along with me. So hopefully she doesn't let me down tonight. Hopefully she runs out well and shows out like she's supposed to. Because man, if it breaks, oh, that would suck. I have to let my wife know she can push it home. I'm sure she'll love that. So anyways, guys, wish me luck. Let's hope this goes well tonight. And let's get to that race in action. Thanks.
Bear with us just a minute. We're going to work on the track. Just a couple minutes. That's been too cold.
All right, so let's recap this racing action that we had last night. So I got to the track around 7:30, so a little later than I intended, and it was a pretty packed night, I'll be honest. So evidently Knox Dragway had a points race today, so a pretty big race. There was a lot of people that were out testing, so didn't quite get as many passes as I wanted to get in the car, But I filmed the 3 that I did get, and I posted them in here so that way you can see them. It was a success. To say I'm stoked is like totally an understatement, right? Really, really, really excited about how well the car ran. I mean, I ended up starting off with an 8.0 pass, and then chipped it down to a 772, and then also chipped it down to a 768, 769, whatever that was, somewhere in there. So huge, huge success for the car. I'm really excited that the wheels seem to help out. They definitely allowed the car to want to hook up a little better, it seemed like, want to transfer weight a little better than what I've had in the past. 60 foot improved as well. So I'll have to look at the actual sticker itself, but I believe it was a 168 60 foot, which again, that's my best 60 foot in the car. And the 769 pass that I made, also a PB in the car, right? So huge, huge success, really good night in my old LT junk car. It ran well, it did what it was supposed to do. So super excited about that. Let me talk about a little bit, or some of the things that I learned from last night. So one of those things is how to launch this car. I mean, I've always been able to kind of rev it around 3,000 or so and dump the clutch and take off. But last night, I don't know if it was just the difference in weight transfer or what it was, but the car did not seem to spin like at all, which I guess is a good thing, honestly. But it pretty much dead hooked, and you can see that in the 8.0 pass. It dead hooked, and it hooked so hard that when it did, I kind of let off the throttle a little bit, so the car kind of bucked and jumped a little bit on that pass. So that was my fault, but I just wasn't expecting it. I wasn't expecting it to hook like that. It's never really hooked like that in the past. So anytime I've taken it out and run at that same track, same prep, etc., it always kind of spins a little bit off the line, regardless of whether I dump the clutch at 2,000 or bring it up to 4,000 or 5,000. It always spins a little bit. Last night, though, that was not the case. She was not spinning. She was hooking. She was almost bogging a little bit. So honestly, I think next time I take it out, I'm probably going to try to raise the limiter a little bit, well, the limiter meaning my right foot. I don't have any sort of limit box in the car or anything like that, but rev it up a little higher, maybe clutch dump it around 5,000. Last night I was letting it out about 4,000 RPMs and just sidestepping the clutch, right, and staying on it the rest of the way. But regardless, it run amazing. Super stoked, super excited about how well the car run. I hope you all enjoyed the videos. I hope you enjoyed the content and get to see, my car run as well as a few other cars run. I did want to say, so last night was about me trying to get some personal bests out of the car, right? That was really the goal. You'll see in the videos, I got spanked by a couple different cars. There was like a blue, I think it was an RS3. That car whooped my butt. I mean, no doubt about it. That car was running like low 7s, high 6s all night long, and it whooped my butt. Also had a Gen 6, I guess, LT1 Camaro that ran me. He was in the last race on the video when it was dark. And he got me too. I think he ran a 758 and I run a 768 or 769. So, I did get beat, right? No doubt about it. But I wasn't there trying to beat everybody. I was there trying to make some PBs on the car maybe, and I did. So huge success. Was able to get the car to run like I wanted it to. Hooked up better than it ever has before. So hopefully this is going to mean some more outings in the old Camaro and maybe some even more PBs in the future. I really believe that this car will run 750 something. And after that, I think it's probably tapped out. So if I can get the 60 down to the 1.5 range, should be in the 750s, maybe even high 740s. But I think at that point, she's kind of tapped out. So the next thing I'm probably going to do on this car is get the nitrous hooked back up. I got some solenoids on order. So those will be coming in the mail here pretty soon. I have some old solenoids on the car. They've just been on it for like 10, 15 years. And I was taking them apart the other day trying to clean them up. They look pretty rough. So I think it's time to retire those to the trash and get me some new ones. So I've got a couple on order. I just got the purge solenoid in the mail the other day, and I've already put it on the car. So it's there, but I still need to go ahead and swap out the nitrous and the fuel solenoid. So that way everything is new. Everything will be good to go, and hopefully I'll be able to even make a faster pass. Another thing that I think would greatly help this car out would be a line lock. that's something I think I'm definitely going to need to invest in the future. As you can see in the video, many times when I do a burnout, it's kind of kicking sideways on me. I'm trying to hold the brakes the best I can, but it seems to want to kind of push through them. And it's just simply, I'm not the best at heel to toe, braking and trying to do a burnout. So I think a line lock would really, really help me out. That's something I think I'm going to invest in the future as well. So as I've said before in the past, my goal with the car is to run 11's motor. Well, I don't have a local quarter-mile strip to me. So Knox Dragway is the closest strip here in this area, and it is an 1/8 mile track. So I think the goal for me then would be run as low as 7s as I can in the 1/8, and then maybe mid 6s in the 1/8 on maybe 100 shots, something like that. I think 100 is probably where I'm going to start with and then go from there. But at any rate, I hope you enjoyed the content today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please, please, please like and subscribe. Hit that button up there, wherever it is, on the screen. Do so you can see more content. And we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.